I guess I'm just in one of those moods where all I want to do is make guitar R&B beats for the rest of my life. Beautiful folks, what is up and how are you doing? In this video, we're making a guitar R&B beat for Summer Walker and Black. So for my music theory heads, this is really the easiest chord progression imaginable in whatever scale, and this one always works. It generally always works. It is the 1-5 chord progression. It works regardless of what key you're in, what scale you're in. So I'm starting off with a D flat minor 7 chord right here. And then I go down to this A flat minor 7 chord. So from D flat to A flat. So it goes 1 5 1 5 1 5 over and over, and it really works, and it really invokes such a dope R&B feeling. Beautiful folks, what is up? Welcome back into FL Studio. So we got our loop right here recorded right here, so that means that I can remove this from the track, or even better, a quick way is to just go right click, go to file, go to default, and it resets the entire track. I've processed my guitar using my 1176, Ozone 9 Dynamics, my multiband, and some EQ, and I've sent it nicely to a reverb bus, which has a lot on it, because one thing you need to know, if working with a reverb bus, you can customize your reverb to your liking, and that's exactly what I did. So it sounds like this right now. Now, for the keen eye, if you take a gander to your left, you can see that I've been actually looking for some drum sounds to use, and I already got them in place. So I want to get a drum beat out of the way. I want to get it over with, but it's going to be a dope drum beat that really complements the sample. We're sitting comfortably at 120 BPM, so that's exactly what we're going to be rocking with. So there's a little pet peeve that I have whenever I make a beat that I think would feature Black and another artist, and that is 2 separate drum patterns. I don't know, but I really love that idea, especially when it's an R&B song. You know, they both belong to the same label, Love Renaissance, of course, so I think it would definitely work. I think it's something that I've done on one of my previous beats as well. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to have a drum pattern that is more hip-hop-ish, which I think would definitely suit Black more. But I'm alternate that with another pattern which has a Z 808 and a clap, which is just a little bit more bouncy. So I've already got my clap right here, so I am taking this snare pattern right here. I'm copying that. I'm turning that into a clap pattern, assigning that to mixer track number 4 as well. I'm putting it right here. The kick pattern can remain the same, but it depends, because depending on how that Z808 is going to be functioning, it may just have to switch up just a little. The hats are fine like that. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking for 2 808s now. All right, so 2 opposing patterns here. One is super simple, just one 808 note at the beginning. And the other has a little bit of a more intricate 808, bouncy 808 pattern. And I think I just left out the kick right here. So I'm going to just play out the 2 contrasting patterns. Alright, so let's start layering the sample just a little bit. So let me just make my chords right here. And maybe I'll consider turn this into a 9th. And now we gotta go up, because if the D flat is the first, then I gotta go up, say boom, 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 up to boom, right here. And I'm gonna invert that baby. And let's see how that sounds. Oh, whoops. Yeah, but that sounds just perfect. That sounds just perfect. Okay, so we're still on the layering thing. So what I did, the piano you just heard, I switched it out for the Ghost Summer keyboard, which I think sounds a lot more pleasant. I took out the emulator too. I took out this patch, which I'm using as a kind of a light stringy patch. It sounds very bright and I really like it. And I, for the first time, ever since I purchased Complete 13, I've been using Analog Dreams. I stumbled across this patch, the Fox Wedding Snapshot, and it sounds absolutely amazing. So let me demo every of the layers individually, and then I'm gonna let them be heard, play them to you in context. You can just hear how well this chord progression works. Like you get it's like with the first chord, it's like the balloon is inflating and then it's deflating so nicely, but it cycles back. 1-5 is undefeated. So I went ahead and I got myself another layer. So what I did, I went into the Mellotron and I got the D'accord patch right here. I sent it to Neutron Freeze EQ. I made some heavy cuts, but then I took out Shaper Box and I found a patch which I adjusted to my liking at quote unquote adjust. I just took out the stuff that I didn't feel contributed to the sound I needed. So it's a multi-half patch. It's a pre-programmed patch. I shaved off the filter shaper, the noise shaper, and the drive shaper, and I got some very cool time manipulation, some cool pan manipulation, some cool volume manipulation. I decided to add some Portal onto that, granulate the shit out of that baby, then add Crystallizer to add a granulized delay to it, and now it sounds like this. Hold on. It kind of sounds like a very cool ambient texture. It's at the risk of being lost in the sauce, you know, but still, I think it sounds great. So what was there to do in terms of a finishing touch for the beat? Add a vocal sample, yes. But I didn't just want to add a regular vocal sample doing some oohs and ahs or whatever sentences. And given as this is a bleak that features black, I wanted to go for a textured vocal, in the sense that it's more in the background as a texture, just further contributing to that cloudy canvas that we're painting with all of those dreamy layers. So I got a vocal sample off of Splice, a pretty run-of-the-mill vocal sample sounding like this. Oh wait, this is actually what it sounds after processing. But yeah, so what I did, I took the original vocal sample. I turned it down a lot. I filtered a lot out of it as well. I sent it through Little Alter Boy. I sent it through Crystallizer. I sent it through Choral to the point where it just sounds like a pad. It's just mangled. I really like it. It sounds like a texture, you know. Without context, it probably would not sound as good. But when you combine it with the rest, with the vibe of you already have, it sounds amazing. Alright, beautiful folks, I'm not going to force y'all to watch me do my thing any longer. I hope y'all enjoyed this little short and sweet guitar cook-up. And if you enjoyed, y'all know what to do. Like this, comment on the video, share it with everybody. And if you haven't already, I would definitely appreciate the sub. Your boy is struggling, feel me. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Peace.